Hi everyone, Dr. Kinsley here to say a farewell message and a few reminders as you finish up your portfolio reflections today. Well, your portfolios in general. Um, the final reflection is so important. Not only is it worth a lot of points, but it's just an incredibly important part of your project because this is the culmination of your thoughts from the last several weeks. So I'll keep this really, really brief. I just want to remind you that when you look at the rubric, really think about how much points are given for each section, and that, things like transfer and theory of writing are weighted the same as WPA outcomes and habits of mind. So I often find that the habits of mind tend to be shorter, and then transfers even shorter, and then theory of writing is just a few sentences. But if you think about it, they all need to have the same length and breadth and depth of thought. Um, so that's one really important thing to remember. The other really important thing to remember is that this is multimodal, so you want to have embedded links to your work that's also in your portfolio. You want to maybe give examples, whether those are visual or otherwise. Don't just give your whole paper and then not explain why. Most likely you're not going to give your whole paper, right? Maybe a link to your paper and then, talk about it. But if you just embed your whole paper, like, this is an example, that's not a good example. So you want to provide an example, have it be brief and specific, demonstrate in choosing that example that you put a lot of thought into it and that this is the perfect example for what you're talking about. And then explain it, analyze it, show how it fits into the greater theory of writing that your portfolio demonstrates. Bring your reader into the journey that you're undertaking um, as you develop your theory of writing. And so this is part of your analysis. And then, really allow your reader to get into that journey with you. So don't just, give an example and then move on. Really take time with it. Really become introspective with that example. Connect it to other examples, right? Really explain and analyze. It's not about showing a lot of examples, it's about really going into depth and showing how you've developed as a writer, what that means to you, and how you plan on continuing to do that, how the WPA outcomes and the habits of mind have helped or hindered you maybe along the way, right? Really get into some analysis here. Really reflect as you revise these, because hopefully you've already written them. Really remember that this is a reflection, right? And it's not just your private thoughts. You're sharing this with an audience, and your audience goes beyond just me. And even if you keep it within just the parameters of the writing studio, imagine that your audience goes beyond that. So those are the important things. You have not much more time to send me drafts of your reflections and get feedback. So please do that. And remember that, I'm not going to be up all night. So do it in a timely manner, of course. I think that's it. That's sort of all my thoughts for right now. And I've just enjoyed having you as a group, and you had some really thoughtful, brilliant ideas. I enjoyed reading your work. I enjoyed working with you. I felt like I got to see so much more of the world than I would have otherwise, and I thank you enormously for that. So go do good things and let me know if you need anything the rest of the day. Okay, bye.